down that whole time. My bad, people.
Yeah, I didn't hear you at all.
We're back now. Before we continue with the totem pole, I have to just... We've gone through like 2 each. High C is at employment right now, so I'll just do 2 of his real quick. For feuds, he's got Family Feud. Seems pretty straightforward.
What a cheap way out.
And left Twix versus right Twix.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's what he's got so far. So I will continue with my third totem pole here is any form of counterculture group versus the man. Who is the man? It's up for you to decide.
Can't stand hippies. I say this all the time. They're the absolute worst. They're counterculture just to be counterculture, and I can't stand that. Why is culture bad? What's wrong with the culture that you need to rebel against it? Nothing. It's popular. It's probably because it's good. I don't know.
Probably benefits some
I
and
witnessed
not
the counterculture
everybody.
back in the 60s going into probably the early 70s. I witnessed this. I was a kid then. I was around. I remember.
Wait, so would you consider back in the 80s, the hair metal and stuff, would you guys consider, because were you around for that, Glenny D?
He was born 85.
All right. So would you say that the hair metal and all that stuff was counterculture, or would you say it was just...
I never even gave it any thought until you just mentioned it.
I don't know if you... I mean, everyone was playing it, but at the same time, it was like...
It could have been a...
certainly wasn't...
part of it, you know, I don't know how much of an amount, if you know what I mean. Geez, good question.
Did you feel like you were rebelling against the man when you listened to Twisted Sister?
No, I just enjoyed all that music. I wasn't really rebelling.
Yeah.
But then I think, well, I was a bit older than the kids back then.
NWA was rebellion.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say maybe kids that will listen to them maybe back in the 80s were a bit rebellious. It seems we have every generation that comes up rebelling one way or another. You had mid-late 60s, you know, what do you call it? The hippie movement, stuff like that. Flower Child, Flower Girls, and, you know, everybody protesting in the, you know, the Vietnam War. You know, look at all the shootings in college campuses with the National Guard back in, like, maybe early 70s, 70, 71, 72. You know, you know, there's a few famous ones there, probably the most famous, where, what do you call it, the National Guard at Kent State back in maybe 71, whatever it was.
Destroyed everyone.
Yeah, a few people died from it. All unarmed students, mind you.
Yes. Not cool.
See the famous picture with a young lady student kneeling over, crying, standing over a male dead body who was shot. That's one of the most famous...
Crazy, man.
Yeah, things back in, you know, Kent State. I remember, you know, I was like, you know, 13, 14 back then, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I was, you know, watching it on the news.
This episode has been brought to you by Pepsi. Taste the splash.
All right, I'm gonna say my next one on a lighter note. I'm gonna go with one of my favorite feuds of all time. And it's Jerry Seinfeld and Newman.
You son of a bread.
Were you gonna do that one?
Yeah, I had it up. You stole it from me.
Oh,
Actually, I didn't notice. To be honest with you.
I had it up.
Biggie and Tupac.
There you go.
Hey, there's one.
They were
Biggie and
boys for a
Tupac,
little
that's good
bit,
one.
and they weren't boys no more.
I'm sorry, I took your thunder, man.
It's all right. I got a better one.
Bugs and Daffy.
What are you talking about?
Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hey, do I see Al Capone?
And Bugs Moran. He just might.
Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny. I mean, doesn't
Oh,
that
there's
kind of
always
be...
The Al Capone and the Feds.
There's always the Roadrunner
Yeah, right.
and the Coyote.
There's one.
Al,
Oh, yeah.
Al
Wild Coyote
Capone.
and Roadrunner. Famous.
Al Capone and syphilis.
Al Capone and taxes.
Miss Piggy.
What was the reason he went? Why the reason they put him in jail?
Tax evasion.
Tax evasion. Yeah.
That's the only thing they could get him on.
Crazy.
He had a
right?
pretty nice cell in Alcatraz, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Isn't it crazy that he went to Alcatraz?
Same with Whitey Bulger.
Isn't that nuts? Yeah. I can't believe he died. I didn't even know for a minute after too. Whitey Bulger being dead.
He got rocked a lot.
He got destroyed. I don't know if that's. I don't know. I never know how I feel about that. Jeffrey Dahmer beat to death in jail. Like, was that a good thing? Or supposedly, what Jeffrey Dahmer used to do was he'd take his food and he'd like look at someone and like shape his food in jail to look like a body or something like that, and like eat it and like taunt people on and stuff like that. And I guess people hated him in jail, and that's why the guy just got so fed up with him he killed him.
Well, Whitey Bulger, they beat him for being a rat, probably. Because he was FBI informant. The dude that killed him was, like, notoriously did that to the rats. So.
With him gone now, I bet you there were a lot of happy people out there. Because...
Oh, he tormented people in Boston.
No, not just that. Who did he... What do you think he took to the grave with him? As far as knowledge
Oh, yeah.
that town, state, federal government officials was hoping he wouldn't say. You know what I'm trying to say? So
The Bridgewater State Triangle.
yeah,
Where are we? All right, Mikey, what do you got for another feud of yours?
all right, now I'm gonna go with I'll throw this out there. The 3 fights with Kenny Norton, one of my all-time favorites, and Muhammad Ali. That was some great fights. They all went the distance too.
Cool.
Not bad.
Kenny won the first one, a 12-rounder, and the last 2 went the full 15 rounds, but very debatable. I had Kenny Norton. My own decision was Kenny Norton won the second and third fights, but the second and third fights officially went to Mr. Ali.
Who's gonna be? I think you should be Anastasia, and he should be.
I don't think this is dialogue because it doesn't track. Because Christian has 5 lines in a row. All right, Mikey D, are you ready for? Oh, Glenny D, you got feuds?
Oh, one more.
Yeah, Frazier and Ali.
Here you go.
Oof.
Frazier
Hachi
Allen.
machi.
I got to wrap up High Seas real quick.
Topic.
High Seas final feud, we got Shia LaBeouf versus reality.
That's a good one.
So, while this break, do you guys want to know what the secret to being a great dad is? Well, here's a clue. Dad's a verb like catch, hug, and listen. It's not something you are, it's something you do, like hanging out, listening, laughing, reading, and playing. Kids sure do love playing. Mostly, kids love dad. Take time to be
I'm
that
gonna
secret.
know
Give your
what's
children
happening.
your time. This has been a message from National Father Initiative, the Ad Council, 1.5 to BIMFM, the best PSA of all time.
And before we go, when we come back from the break,
I'm not going back. I was just doing the PSA. We can do what we're doing.
oh, cool. Let's get right to it. We're gonna have some dramatic readings tonight. We got some stuff for you to read, Mikey D, and we're gonna highlight some lines from 50 Shades of Grey, and we're gonna have Mikey D read them.
Original here.
Okay, so
You
We'll start with an easy one.
Mikey D.
Start with this one.
Mikey D, you need to self-edit. All right? Do you understand me? Look at me.
Don't
Look at me so
swear.
you understand. Look at me.
Not swear.
You have to self-edit.
Filter.
Okay, which one you want me to read?
All right, and away we go.
I'm real nervous.
Oh no, this is gonna be.
Do you have the beep button?
I'm ready to just cancel the show. All right. As soon as something.
All right. Here we go.
Mikey D reads 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, God.
I don't know whether to worship at your feet or spank the living shaving cream out of you.
That was arguably worse.
All right, you ready for another one?
All right.
Oh, go ahead.
all
Okay.
right.
You only live.
Oh wait, nah.
Okay, wait. Let me go through it silently first.
Some of these self. Wait, no. I am shutting that one down.
Okay, no, I'll be creative. Don't worry. Yeah, no kidding.
All right. Quote 2, 50 Shades of Grey, Mikey D.
You are not just a pretty face. You've had 6 packs so far, and all of them belong to me.
It's all right. That was good. That was good. I'll give you that one.
All
Another
right.
one?
Oh,
say
my
the
God.
line.
You can't do that gently.
Hey, he's gonna say the last word. He's gonna say the last word.
I'll do Anastasia's part. You do Christian's part.
I'll do the whole thing.
All right, do the whole thing. But you got to do this part in a different voice.
He jumped. All right.
This is something you could just gently do. I don't know
Quiet, numbskulls. I'm broadcasting, okay?
if that's what we're calling this.
He gently handcuffed me to the parking meter. See ya, and I wouldn't want to be ya.
All right.
Oh, God, this is too much. We got to do another one next week from another show, right?
Yeah, this is
All right,
fun.
all right.
One more,
Okay,
then we're
Mikey
done
D
with
says,
50 Shades.
Oh, one more after this one.
if you struggle, I'll tie your piggy toes, too.
All right, I have to pick the last one I want. Hold on. We only get one. I want 2 more.
Do those 2.
All right, Mikey D, let's go.
Aren't you happy you came, Glenny D?
What word do I gotta kind of...
No, just read it.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yeah, it's not bad. You don't need to
Slow
censor
it
this
down.
one.
Slow it down.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you don't want me be creative with a word?
No,
No,
throw a
sure.
little gravel.
I can if
on
you
that
want.
one.
All right, we'll just...
Do one
like you
straight
want to.
and then do one fun.
All right.
And throw a little gravel on
I
that.
want you sore, baby.
Oh, man.
You want to throw a little dinky on that, baby?
All right.
This is the last one. This is the last
All
one.
right, so you want me to redo this one I just said?
This one.
Oh. Wait.
You don't need to switch any words out of this one. This one's pretty decent.
Oh, my God.
Drum roll, please.
Quiet. No talking while I'm interrupting. Say it, he commanded. Yankety spankety. Louder. 50 Shades of Blood.
This has been a dramatic reading by Mikey D of 50 Shades of Grey. Pick
I'm
the coffee.
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Better known as broadcasting genius.
that's going to be one of my favorite segments we've ever done.
Hey, between this and Luke. Oh, when Luke called in earlier, forget it. You couldn't make
I've
that
seen
stuff
that.
up.
Oh, I've seen that before. That one's good.
We should just do that.
Oh, that's a lot of foul
Hey,
words.
there's Luke.
You know, Gilbert Gottfried has also done a reading of
Is that
50
him?
Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
I actually saw him live. I saw him live
He
one
used
time.
to-
He was awesome.
Back in like 80s or 90s, when I first got cable, he hosted some weekly night show late at night. I forget what the heck it was called.
Did you know that's not
Might
his
have been
real
something off
voice?
the USA channel or something.
That's a fake voice he puts on.
Yes.
Watch it when
Matter
you
of
were a little
fact,
tyke.
funny about that, when I met Gilbert Gottfried after the show, I went out back to see him, and I was like, hey, man, like, that was awesome. Great job. Like, I was dying. It wasn't probably the
Hey, what
funniest thing I've ever
coincidence.
seen.
Gilbert Gottfried, Vince McMahon.
Yeah, right?
All right. You two,
We're all
you two
celebrities.
non-famous people. Who have you ever met?
Huh?
Oh,
I met someone.
I mean, I have I don't know if this is met, but I've locked eyes and we've all said hello together to Harry Winkler of the Fonz.
Oh,
I
really?
saw-
When was
Yeah.
this?
My uncle, he was at a car show, the World of Wheels, I think it was, in Boston a couple years back.
Oh, all right.
And it was this long line to meet the Fonz, and I'm like, I know who he is. I'm not gonna do that. And we were
Happy
sitting by,
days. Killer
yeah,
show back then.
we were sitting at his little work area, and he just walks by. He's, hey guys, I'm like, hey.
Hey, the Fawns. Hey, Cunningham.
I probably met somebody else. I just can't think of it right now. Steve. I met Steve Lyons, old baseball player.
You're watching him when he played for the Red Sox.
Pulled his pants down by accident.
Watching that show.
Yeah.
Watching that game, rather.
Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried, his voice sounded absolutely nothing like it did on. He lost the whole, and he was like, hey, good to meet you, like real soft.
Hello.
It was
How are
weird.
you?
I would have thought he would have stayed in character outside the. I don't know. It was took me by surprise.
Okay, Stampede. Anybody non-famous, at least?
Sometimes Dirty Q wears a Bob Ross shirt, and I feel like I've met royalty. Yeah.
The painter.
I got
that
two
one right?
Bob Ross shirts. They always paint the universe. The other one was just his face. It says "Good vibes only."
Happy little trees.
Oh yeah, no. What was it? No mistakes, just happy accidents. Is that what he said?
Something like that.
The conspiracy theory is all those pictures he's painting. He's a mass serial killer, and that's just where he's buried the bodies.
But in
So-
the pictures?
Oh yeah, so stay woke, people.
I think I've heard that.
No, it doesn't. We wanted to bring up weed goes legal tomorrow.
Oh,
For
yeah.
the first time. Is
Where?
that a thing?
So I forget what towns it is, but the two first recreational shops for the Devil's Lettuce is open tomorrow.
We talking Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
What two?
So,
I don't know the two towns, but yeah, because that got passed. I think that was voted in 2016.
yeah, a long time ago now. I was actually in basic when I got the letter saying that it had passed.
And yeah, the first two legal shops are open.
Hey, a couple years ago when it
tomorrow.
happened in Colorado and Washington State. Any results since then? Anybody doing
Crime has
anything
been
up?
down.
Huh?
Crime has gone down.
Has it?
Yeah.
In both?
Yeah, and the government could just tax like the hell out of that, so they get a ton of money from it too.
What'd you say? The government tax?
Yeah,
Really?
no, I mean it makes sense. to-
If there's a way, they'll find it.
yeah, so I mean it makes sense. To
You
do
gotta
it
think, man.
financially.
They call it weed because it is a weed.
Yeah.
It grow. You know, it's not like it's not easy. I'm not
But
saying.
look what it's doing for very sick people with diseases, sicknesses,
There's all those crazy
Amazing.
jazz musicians.
cancers. Now you have from that, you have CBD oil, hemp
Right.
oil, which is basically a miracle natural cure and preventative. So,
I don't think there's any data for that.
data.
Hold on, I kind of want to play the first couple seconds of "Reefer Man" by Cab Calloway because they're just hilarious.
Do
Go
it.
ahead.
All right, yeah,
That's
we're
good
back.
stuff.
It's just good quality, old, just fast swing big band. No, that'd be a good feud right there too. I'm Edison and Tesla.
Yeah, whenever we get back to my turn, I got Tesla versus Edison.
Oh, we can. Oh, go ahead. Here you go. Tesla, Edison.
Oh, it's my turn? I got Tesla versus Edison.
Bum.
I got Mikey D versus flu shots.
Oh boy, don't get me going on that. we'll no comment. We'll leave it. We'll leave it as
We'll
is.
leave it.
If you want, but that's probably archived somewhere 2 weeks ago. We
Yeah.
hold
No, we don't need to go there.
I said yes to this.
I know. I'm
It's
sorry.
been a long time coming.
I'm sorry. It had to happen.
But everybody has their views, as their, whatever.
And some of them are correct.
Oh, did you ever see that documentary? Oh, that's right.
I did.
Where are we right now? We in the Bridgewater Triangle?
Something about the Bridgewater Triangle.
Gee whiz,
Where
man.
are we?
Lake Nipponicket, better known as the Nip, where it all began.
The Nip?
Yeah, it's a good pond. Or lake, whatever it's called.
nip, Mikey D? Get that nip.
The Nip.
In Indian law, it means something like where spirits dwell.
In the Nips.
Oh, we know what kind of spirits are in the Nips. I'm talking about.
We gotta have a segment where we have Mikey D say, instead of saying this, Mikey D would call it.
You
That,
you definitely have
know?
like there's like the English like Webster's dictionary, then there's like Mikey D's dictionary, which like the same thing, just like the real word, and then just Mikey D's in parentheses.
Just like Mikey D says, basically. Yeah, so we can do another where I gotta be creative with sentences next week.
No.
Yes.
We'll find different.
What
we'll find
show is it
different
gonna be? Well, we got a whole week to find
Yeah,
out.
we'll figure it out. And, so what do you guys got planned for your whole Thanksgiving extravaganzas this week?
Yeah.
All right, you're first. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm drinking.
That sounded depressing the way you put
Yeah,
it that way.
how's Big Paul doing?
No, Paul's doing great. He's probably this Thanksgiving gonna be drinking.
We
so.
didn't hear from him tonight, did we?
No, we did.
Don't-
He messaged us saying he
Don't
was
start
listening.
putting food on the screen there. My stomach is empty like
I am
like
hungry,
pizza
too.
dog's head.
Like pizza dogs, huh? like that knucklehead, knuckle sandwich. Hold the bread. How about that one?
Oh, very.
That's a classic, Mikey D. Bread mushroom, otherwise known as a muffin.
All right, what are you doing, Stampedius?
I'm just hanging out with the parents. We're gonna eat some Italian food.
Got a little turkey to go with it, though, right?
No.
I would have meant no.
No.
You don't do turkey on Thanksgiving.
Not anymore. It's just too much work.
I can dig that. At least having food anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Are you not a man of tradition? You're not a
Not anymore.
interesting. Interesting.
All right,
Somebody's
me?
gotta start the traditions, Delgado. And you're looking at him. High-waisted jeans. This guy.
That's
Very,
you.
very tra-
Crocs. This guy.
very traditional.
You're starting some bad traditions.
Crocs, huh?
The next big thing.
That's a crocker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Mike.
All
You
right.
gotta pick another word. You gotta pick another word. That's a crock of what?
So the Q family
Food, family, and fun.
is having two situations where on Thanksgiving Day itself, my sister is a nurse, so she'll be working on Thanksgiving. So we're going over our cousin's house, and then we're having Thanksgiving 2 on Sunday, which is going to be my brother, my sister, their companions, and it's going to be the Patriots going to be on instead of crap Thanksgiving football. Yeah, I think it's like I forget who's like Lions and the Redskins. That game, Alex Smith, Joe Theismann himself for the day, so he's done.
Talk about tradition. Lions every Thanksgiving.
Lions and
Hey, how about
Cowboys.
this tradition right here?
Yeah,
Every, what's it?
Year.
Patriots Day? Every April, what Patriot?
Marathon?
Yeah, Patriots. I think it's Patriots Day, whatever. April, whatever it is, when they have the day of the marathon.
Yeah.
That's the game that the Sox have at 11 o'clock.
Yep.
They've been doing that since I could remember.
which is a long time.
Yeah, very long.
He's old.
Like a steel trap, this guy's mind.
Paul Belmonte would like it to be known that he will be drinking bourbon
Ooh,
this Thanksgiving.
Ooh, little Southern bourbon?
No, he's a big bourbon
Is he?
guy.
So obviously he's listening.
yep.
And what are you going to be? What type of bourbon are you going to be drinking? Little Wild Turkey, Little Jack, or what?
No, he's he's a pretty independent bourbon drinker. He's a big fan of
just
Buffalo
finds
Trace. He likes Buffalo Trace. I got him that one year. I don't know if he's a big fan of it. He might have just said
Are they
he
one of
liked
those
it.
small, tight distilleries?
Yeah, he's one of those
From where?
guys.
Any idea?
They're all bourbons from the same place. It's from
Paul, clue us in.
Tennessee. Paul, where's bourbon from? All bourbons from the same place.
Jack Daniels is a Tennessee whiskey. You know that? I don't know if that means anything.
Whiskey and bourbon are two different things.
Hear that, Dirty Q?
Lynchburg, Jack
Shut
Daniels,
up.
Lynchburg, Tennessee.
That's
I
to
think.
you,
Kentucky.
Dirty Q.
Shame on you.
Kentucky.
Kentucky. All bourbon is from Kentucky.
And all bourbons are whiskey, but not all whiskeys are bourbon.
Exactly.
Sure.
Wow. Also, we should be calling whatever those are. What's that called?
Carousel.
Larceny.
Carousel.
That's what it is. Larceny
We should be
bourbon.
calling
That's what he
carousels.
likes.
Horse tornado.
Horse tornadoes.
I'm down for that.
That's better.
That's good. Saxophone, a bendy whistle.
Hey, Stampede, do you think you can fight a kangaroo?
No. Those things are jacked.
What do you think? Do you think the Mayhem crew could take on a kangaroo?
Boy, like that hit, mate.
I like to think we could, but
We
realistically,
could
probably
if Mikey
not.
D wasn't there. If Mikey D was there, that would hurt our
We
chance.
can use Mikey D for cannon
I
fodder.
would let Mikey D go first.
Yeah.
To weaken it.
I dazzle with my footwork.
His knee work.
You would
dance for it?
Yeah,
What are you kidding
I
me?
feel
I
like
give
he
the
just-
Ali shuffle.
he'd take a bite out of it.
I baffle him.
He's got more moves than X-Lax.
He'd twerk for it.
Stampede doing something? Oh God! Why'd I look?
We should be calling pork ribs
What you just did. Hey,
porksicles.
what you just did. I thought I was going to throw you some toilet paper.
Sometimes you gotta air them out, Mikey D.
Poop.
Sometimes you gotta air them out. Yeah, poopin'.
It's only 8:40. Ain't that time yet?
Prison pony.
Prison pony.
Head over there.
Zebras.
Okay, hey guys, we're heading out.
If you guys are heading out, we
Yeah.
can probably sign off too. Do you guys?
Yeah, let's
wanna
do
talk
it. Let's do it.
Okay,
All right, we'll do a group
it.
sign
Do
off.
Cheerios are bagel seeds. This has been Mark the Stampede Tenor, everybody's favorite character. Have a good night.
Mikey D says it's BIM or it's nothing. Out of here. Have a good one.
All right, shame on the game. It's Stinky Delgado. Later.
Putting the juice back in prime time.
Putting the juice back in prime time.
This is DJ Derek Q, Texas A&M quarterback. See you next time.